Hello, I'm Gemma Riera, a PhD candidate at the University of Luxembourg, and I am one of the co-authors of the paper I will discuss. In this paper, we examine the consequences of economic and health shocks experienced during COVID-19 on individual resilience. First of all, what is resilience and how do we measure it? Resilience is the ability to withstand a shock or to recover fairly quickly from it. We use a validated psychological scale called CD-RISC-10, which contains items such as I am able to adapt to change or I tend to bounce back after illness or hardship. Second, which shocks do we look at? We look at two economic shocks and two health shocks, which are a major cut in household income, a job loss, being in isolation, and a diagnosis of a mental disorder. There are two alternative theories that explain what will happen to an individual after facing a shock. On one hand, theories about thriving and post-traumatic growth predict increased resilience after adversity. On the other hand, the model by Graham and Oswald predicts that adversity will decrease resilience. In this paper, we look at both the incidence and the intensity of shocks. In both cases, our results are consistent with the Graham and Oswald theory. As we can see in the graph on the incidence, ever experiencing a job loss or a diagnosis of a mental disorder decreases resilience. Moreover, the graph on the intensity shows that suffering an additional health shock decreases resilience as well. There is heterogeneity in our results. The most negatively affected by a job loss are those with no children, while the most negatively affected by isolation are those with a lower income. An additional isolation experience severely affects those with a lower income and those with children. Thank you very much for watching.